Hello, hello, good morning. As you can see, I have no makeup on. I just finished washing my face and I use Dream Clean. My face is oily here and here in my T-zone, mostly my nose by the end of the day. Because I wear foundation. Now, my whole entire life I have not worn foundation because, when I was a teenager I tried a few times, but because my face is oily here, I quit. Good morning, Heather. I quit wearing foundation because my nose would get super oily probably by noon I would have an oily nose. So I quit wearing foundation, and so now I'm starting again. I've got this, instead of an oil-based or water-based, I've tried both of those. Now I have wax-based foundation. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple different ways that I apply it. And this is going to be a little difficult on the camera, so I'm sorry about that because I'm at my mother-in-law's house, so I don't have any kind of setup. I have two different colors here. All right, this one over here by my pinky is Jenna Beige, and this one, the lighter one, is Ivory. Now, what I found is that I can use both of these and it creates a little bit of a contouring effect on my face. And I learned that from another beauty guide who does makeup for a living. I do not, so I'm learning everything firsthand from them. Okay, so after I use my Dream Clean, then I use Skin Therapist. I use, in the morning, 2 squirts of that and 1 squirt of Sotox. And in the evening, I use the opposite, or don't use the Skin Therapist at all. I'll use 2 squirts of Sotox, and then I use my One Drop Wonder. So that's what's making my skin look like this, and I love it. All right, so you'll notice too, right now I have, this was a pimple that came up after I used the Mask of Zen. Thank you, Mask, for bringing out, pulling out the grossness. Good morning, Dana and Lee. So I am glad that it's actually bringing stuff out of my skin. So this I'm going to attempt to cover with this foundation. Now, I don't use concealer yet. I don't feel like I need the concealer, so I haven't gotten any of it. But what I do with this foundation, since this foundation is wax-based, you can kind of warm it with your fingers. And so I kind of rub my fingers in the foundation. Now, I'm going to put... You don't need hardly any of this, okay? I'm going to put the lighter color on my face in the middle, okay? So that's all I need of that. Get this off my fingers. All right. And then I'm going to put the other color, this one. This is the one I've been using, but it is, my winter skin is kind of like Edward from Twilight. It sparkles, so you see the difference in those colors. It matches my skin really well when I have a tiny bit of a glow, so I put this around the outside, and this helps because you want to make sure that you're not using a darker color than your skin on the inside of your face. This part of your face, especially around your eyes and nose, should be lightest part of your face when you put your makeup on. It should be your shiny part of your face. Okay, so sometimes I'm going to use both, but sometimes I use a brush. This brush, I got a new one. This is, honestly, I think I paid like $3 or something like that for this brush, maybe $5. But I got it at Walmart. So I just go in a circle and I kind of blend in towards the middle of my face for this. Now, when you use a brush, I think you'll probably notice that your foundation is a little bit more sheer. That's what I noticed with mine. The coverage is there, but it's sheer coverage. So, now, sometimes that's fine, and for a day like this, for me, that's fine, because I'm going to be in the house most of the day. But I also have this. I'm also going to clean this and show you how our cleaner works, but this is our Blenderful sponge, and I love this thing because the coverage is amazing, and you can just kind of dab things around, and it really covers really well. So you can use really anything that you have, but you're going to get different results from different things that you use. So you should notice that some of that redness has gone away. I have a little bit of redness in my cheeks because I'm very hot this morning. They've got the heat on in the house, so I'm kind of burning up this morning. I love a wood stove, but when they turn their wood stove on, it's like, or when they start it, it's incredible. I mean, it really, really, really heats the house. Okay, so then I take a little bit on the sponge, and you only need a little, and I kind of go under my eyes. I have a little bit of a dark spot in here, so I kind of go under there and in there, in the inside of my eye, so I can cover that up. It almost looks like a bruise when it's really bad, but it's not terrible. Okay, so it covers all that. And then I also take it, if you'll notice I have a red spot here. It's always there. I have no idea what it is, but it's always there. And then this, I just take it and cover, you know, the spots that I want to with a little bit of a dab. So you can use, oh, thanks Dana. So you can use, and I put it on my lips too, it kind of makes my lipstick stay a little longer. So you can use this as a concealer if the things that you're trying to conceal, so you have that age spot that's always there. I just kind of put it on there. I don't need a concealer for it because it really doesn't show up as much now that I've been using the Sotox. It's lighter, so it doesn't show up as much. So see, you can't see really, I mean, you could see a little bump there, but you can't really see the red. Okay, so it gives you a really even look, and you want to make sure that that you use a lighter color here than what your skin is, a little bit lighter. All right, so that's how I would use your foundation especially if you lighten up during the winter, because I definitely lighten up, so I kind of mix the two. But I also want to show you, I'm going to set this down. I want to show you our brush cleaner because this stuff is pretty amazing. So, and I didn't realize how amazing it was. I decided to get it because I have so many of the brushes now. So we have this brush cleaner, brush and sponge cleaner. Turn the water on here. So this is my sponge. It looks pretty gross, right? This is supposed to be bright yellow. So I just take this and kind of twist it in there to get it a little bit, I don't know, just worked in. And then I'm going to put it in the water and do this. And this is a really good cleaner. You want to make sure you're cleaning your sponges and brushes because you're going to have dead skin on there. And you don't want to have that dead skin all over your brushes the whole time, or the sponges when you're using them. I mean, a little's fine, but after a while it's kind of gross. So I'm cleaning this, rinsing out the soap, and it doesn't bubble up. I mean, mine hasn't, from what I can gather of it. This hasn't bubbled up on me yet since I started using it. So if it's supposed to bubble, someone needs to tell me that because I have suds. But I've had this cleaner for about 2 to 3 weeks. And you can't really even tell that I've used it. So it's going to last me forever. But look, see how yellow it is now? Can you tell? So I don't know if it's ever going to look exactly like it was when I took it out, but it's definitely really nice. I love, love, love it. Morning, Mama. Okay, so if you have any questions about the coverage of the foundation, what it's made of, you're definitely going to get something different with the wax than you get with an oil base or a water base. So if you haven't been using foundation because you felt like it was heavy on your face, I've heard that a lot, or you felt like you were wearing a mask, you felt like it slid off your face by the end of the day, you're definitely going to want to try this because it's a different feeling. It's not going to feel like that. It feels like a second skin. So, and this is amazing. Cleans up very nicely with our brush cleaner. All right, I'm going to put the rest of my face on. I hope you guys have an amazing day. There's a lot of snow out here. You've got to see this. Let me show if I can Oh, you can't see it, darn it. You can't see out that window. There's tons of snow here. I'm in Michigan. So tons of snow. It's not even safe really to drive at this point. So, but I'm glad to be here, and I hope everyone has an amazing new year. I'll probably see you again before the end of the new year. How does it compare to water-based? It's going to stay on your skin better than water-based stays on your skin. So since it's wax-based, it creates kind of a second skin for you, and water-based isn't going to stay on your skin as long. It's not going to set. But I think what you're going to notice is the feeling of it, because it doesn't feel heavy on your face at all. It's a different feeling. So you would have to try all three of them together. Like if you wear oil-based or water-based, try all of them together. Try it with the wax-based and see what you think. I think you're going to notice a huge difference. So everybody that I've talked to says it's very different. It feels light. It doesn't feel like you're wearing foundation, which normally that's the way I always felt. I felt like I was wearing foundation. I didn't like that feeling because I knew by the end of the day I was going to be oily. So, and this doesn't make me oily. All right. Please ask any other questions. I'll come back and look, and I will see you guys later. Have a great day.